Hey, welcome back to the show. Happy Friday! All right, so it's the best day of the week, isn't it? I'm Jeff Bassman. This is the Daily Chakra Show, where we're going to take the principles of yoga and apply them to life. So today is Friday. We're up at the throat chakra, and this looks like a bad gesture, but actually it's not. We're going to stimulate the throat chakra before we go out tonight, because tonight maybe we're going to a party or going to see some friends, going on a date. It's important to be able to communicate openly and effectively and not have any fear and just kind of let go and be yourself. So that's what the throat chakra talks about. That's what we're going to work on today. So let's get right to it. Do a couple quick poses to stimulate the throat chakra, and we should be fine to go for tonight. So what I want you to do is take a seat and just kind of relax for a second, right? We're going to do some things that maybe will help us out, but it's important not to kind of be freaking out before you start. So let's acknowledge, hey, I'm sitting on the floor right now. I've been in weirder situations. So what I want you to do now is imagine where you're getting your butt nice and solid connection to the carpet. The carpet actually works really well for me. If you have a wood floor with the mat, that's awesome as well. So getting a nice connection to the ground, the tops of your legs and your calves and the heels. And then take the hands, put them right behind your hips almost here. And standing up nice and tall, I want you to imagine, you've seen those muscly people where you see their back and the muscles are all connected and kind of like looking cool and looking really ripped and tight. So I want you to imagine what that looks like. You actually have those muscles too on your back. They're your back muscles. So when you bring your shoulder blades together and down and bring your shoulders away from your ears, you're kind of getting those back muscles to flex in the way that they're meant to flex. So let's pressing down into the hands, you actually relieve some pressure from the tailbone here. So what I'm going to do is take a nice deep breath and imagine your heart and throat kind of opening up, looking up toward the ceiling. Nice deep breath. Inhale and breathe out anything frustrating that might have happened this week. Some of that really sucked this week, didn't it? Yes. So now, if that's the case, it's the time where you can kind of inhale and let all that go on an exhale. That frustrating BS, maybe it happened. It's not going to get me down anymore, especially tonight. So now as a quick counter, let's bring the right arm across the chest. Inhale, growing nice and tall, and exhale, take a peek over your shoulder. So I was actually supposed to have a date tonight. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, switch the arms. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale over the shoulder, but we were rescheduling. So if you are going on, I'm going on Sunday. I actually met this person. Coming back to center. It's a Tinder date. Oh, Tinder. So I actually really like Tinder. You don't have to deal with the whole profile. Okay, so very, very well. We're at the 4-minute mark. Let's we kind of opened up the chest. That felt nice for me. So let's move it up a little bit more for the throat. Now this might look intimidating when I do something like this. Okay, but so we'll walk you back into that. What I want you to do is that same action where your shoulder blades are coming together. All right, you want to get your your hands rather, nice solidly down on the ground. All right, and then you kind of can flip over. Now you want your shoulders coming back together. That's going to support and protect your neck. So what we're doing here is kind of opening up the back and closing off the throat. So that may seem counterproductive for today's activity. However, you'll see where we're going with this in a second. So inhale, exhale, letting go. Feel your spine opening up. Any tension from that bad posture that we have sitting in the desk all week, that's kind of melting away. Feels good. Alright, so we can come down nice and slow and plant the feet on the ground. Very nice. And get the back of your head onto the ground, feeling good. So now we're going to open up the front as the counter to that. So this is called the fish pose. So I want you to actually sit on your hands and dig your elbows in nice and firm to the ground. And let me back up. Digging those elbows nice and firm, that's going to give you a strong base to come back here. And you can touch the top of your head to the ground. Most of your weight and strength into your elbows. So really pushing into the elbows, that's going to protect your neck and keep you from clenching or crunching down. So on your next inhale, look up, take a peek at your toes, wiggle your toes, hooray! Alright, so now you can come on to back. And let's just do our meditation here. So we're going to do a 1-minute meditation. It's my job tonight to let myself communicate effectively. I'm going to speak my mind when asked and express an opinion if I feel strongly about it. Also, equally as important, I'm going to be receptive to other people. If someone says something I don't know about, instead of just disagreeing, I am going to maybe ask questions until I do understand it. So just as important to be receptive to others tonight as it is to effectively communicate my own truth. Praise to that. So sit with that for the rest of the minute. See you in a bit. That's it. Take a nice deep breath, and you can stay where you are. I'm, however, going to come up and sign off. I'm trying to keep these right around the 7-minute mark. So that's it. Have a good night tonight. It feels way better when you're able to communicate effectively and listen to others. I'm sure you agree. Don't forget to subscribe. See you tomorrow.